like it's getting worse the way in which people are being treated now.
100%. Mate, I called Goldbrige out the other day. I don't care calling him out. I text him. He's never replied to me. Yeah, I've got his number. I've texted him. He ain't replied. He blue ticked me and never replied. Yeah, because I won't be backwards in coming forwards. Yeah, I've had enough of that guy, man. Yeah, and I don't care if he thinks I'm talking about him again. Yeah, you got my number now, mate. Call me. But at the end of the day, Terry, right? I've said this privately to you, and I'll say it publicly. A lot of these bigger channels, they nick an idea that you came up with or I came up with. I wouldn't say nick, but they've kind of nabbed it. It's like, you know, it's not, you haven't patented the idea, yeah? And they palm it off as their own, but because they got a bigger following, you then get backlash off of it saying, why are you copying so-and-so? It's like, I actually did it first, mate. Yeah? And I'll give an example. He cried, Goldbrige, about me copying his thumbnails. My thumbnails don't look nothing like his. Yeah, he even phoned Robbie up and cried to him about them. It's like, you don't own the patent for fonts and designs on Photoshop, mate. Yeah, and I actually paid someone to do them for me. It wasn't even me. So when I see him quote, I think it was Lawrence. Is it Lawrence, his name? From True Geordie?
From True Geordie. Yeah.
It's like, firstly, what Lawrence said was just hilarious. It was like, mate, have you seen some of your guests? Like, genuinely, they've had some bad takes. Everyone has bad takes. That's the world of football. You know, that's the world of putting your opinions out on a public platform to thousands and thousands of people. Sometimes in their case, for example, True Geordie, millions of people. Yeah, and the same with Goldbrige. It's like everyone has bad takes at times, but they're bad takes based on what you perceive as a bad take. To then go out and cuss somebody, yeah, and this is what I didn't like about it. And I actually quote tweeted his tweet towards that clip, because I watched that clip that you put out, Terry, and I didn't agree with a word the kid said. Yeah, and I've seen him a couple of times on your channel, and like people are saying, oh, he's only doing it to get clicks. Well, all of you people are clicking on it, mate. So if that was the case, then it's worked, isn't it? Yeah. So why don't you not click on it if you don't like it? Or if you do click on it, don't comment. But what I didn't like about him particularly quoting it was he's got 340,000 people follow him on Twitter. Yeah. He knew somebody was going to tag that kid. And this is a guy that sits there banging on about mental health, mental health, mental health. Yeah. Well, did he give a shit about Sonny's mental health when he's getting trolled non-stop for his own opinion? Did he give a shit about Chig's mental health when he had that little thing with Robbie and the fella in Luton, whose name I ain't mentioning? Yeah, it's like the guy's a hypocrite, and that's why I called. That's why I texted him. I've got his number, and I texted him. I said, "You're a mug, mate. Like, you know, you got a problem with what I'm saying? Call me." Because at the end of the day, I'm sick and tired, Terry, of people. And this YouTube game is very clicky. Yeah, you know this. Yeah, very, very, very clicky. People will only work with certain people. People will then badmouth people like me, people like you, people like Rants. Yeah, because of whatever reason. The fact and reality is he was having a dig at you, but indirectly he was having a dig at the kid. And it was like, I don't like that. That boy's a kid. I don't know how old he is, but he can't be much older than 22. Yeah,
I think he's 18. I think he's 18.
There you go. Yeah. He's a teenager, and you're picking on him because you don't agree with it. You're now putting that out after you've watched it. You've decided to actively put it out after somebody else with a big account who goes on another massive Twitch channel, and they've got nearly 2 mil on YouTube. Although I don't think they upload anymore on there. It's like between them two, I just thought that was a bit muggy. It's like, you know, some of the stuff they've said between them, or what's been said on their channels between them, and then they've got the audacity to call you and that kid out. It's like,
well, I think that was the thing for me.